Okay, no lights. Hey everyone, my name is Joey. If you don't already know me, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be telling you guys how I got into one of the top dancing, acting, and singing schools in New York State. We're gonna be talking about that. So basically, before we do that, first of all, wow, please click that red subscribe button and join my family and join the squad. And now, oh wait, something's wrong with me today. I'm sorry. It's been really long. It's been a long day. I'm sorry. Okay. Please click the notifications bell to be notified every time I upload a brand new video. There we go. And now we can dive into today's brand new video. Okay, so this happened when I was 12. I'm 16 now. This happened when I was 12 years old. I was still living in New York at the time. And it was in September, which is my birthday, September 11th. I was born September 11th, 2003. So I was 12 at the time, and it was in September. And my mom it was like early September, late August. And my mom had called me and my brother in her room. And so she always calls us all the time. She's like, Jojo, Jaden. And so obviously sometimes I'd be like, does she want now? But so she called us in her room, and so she was like, you're going to be auditioning for, the school is called Tada Youth Theater. Literally the best. I loved going there so much. Before this, I hadn't really been doing much auditions. I did some auditions from time to time, and it was one for, was it Premiere? I think it's Premiere or something like that. When I was like 8 or 9. I had done like something with Premiere, I think it's called. But I did get it, but there was something happened, and so I couldn't go to Florida for the next audition process. So yeah. So I had gotten, okay, so my mom had, where was I? Oh God. So my mom had said that me and my brother were auditioning to get into Tada Youth Theater. And so I was really excited. I was really ecstatic. I was like, oh my God, this is my moment. Like, I'm gonna be a big star.
Definitely a tiger, because he has the eye of the tiger. He does have the eye of the tiger.
Are you sure about that?
So anyways, she was like, well, you and your brother are going to be auditioning for the Tada Youth Theater. And it's a really big audition. There were like 1,000 kids auditioning. I forgot how many. It was somewhere in the thousands about the number of kids who were auditioning, and they were only going to pick 50 kids. So when I found that out, my heart was like, oh my God, I'm not getting this. When I heard that they were only going to choose 50 kids, I was really scared. I started to doubt myself. I was like, I can't do this. I'm never gonna. Why out of thousands of kids would they choose me as one of the top 50? Why would they do that? And so I didn't really think that I had a chance of doing it. So we drove down to Manhattan, and for the first audition process. It wasn't long. It was, I want to say, in 2 hours. I think the first one was like a 2 hour, like an hour and a half audition, I think. I don't really remember. Yeah, I don't really remember. But I do know it wasn't that long. But it was like 2 hours or an hour and a half. And so they gave us, first they introduced themselves to us. They told us who they were. And, you know, they just tried to make us feel welcomed and things like that. And so what had happened was they gave us a paper. And it was, we had to sing it and learn the choreography for it. It was like, at 9, I got a spelling bee. At 10, I got a quiz. So we had, it was, I remember the whole song. It was really like, it was like, I love that song so much. I don't know why. Oh, okay guys, I was 12. I was 12. I love that song so much. So we had to memorize the words and, memorize the choreography. And so we were all just, you know, we all did it together as a group. It wasn't like 1,000 of us at one time. We were separated into different groups on different days. So the people that I was with, I stayed with those same people throughout, I stayed with those same people through every next audition. And so I didn't really see everybody else, like all the other kids that were auditioning, only the group that I was with. And it was about, what, maybe 50 of us? I don't really remember how much people it was. I think it was like 50 or like, it was like 60 or 70 of us, I think. And we were in like a theater room. It was like, it was a stage, and then like, off the stage was like a big row of chairs. It was like a regular, kind of like an auditorium. But yeah, so it was like that. So I had to memorize all the words, memorize all the lyrics, and I want to say within like only like a half an hour, maybe the first few, like maybe a half an hour, 20 minutes, I memorized the entire thing. They had us all come up together at once, and they set out, and so they did it to see who would know it, to see who would get it. And then after that, they were like, okay, everyone, take your breaks, whatever. And that first day audition wasn't so bad. My brother was also there too. And it was different kids from ages, I think 7? Was it 7 or 6? It was around that number. To like, I think you had to do like 18, I think. And so yeah, like to like 18, because they said like after 18 you couldn't be in their program anymore, like you couldn't be in their program school anymore after 18. So yeah, basically that's what happened. So after that, the first audition, it wasn't that bad. Some of the people there, like on our break, I talked to some of the people. Some of like the people that I was with in the group. You know, people that I was just sitting around. We were just, you know, making conversation, talking, like, how are you? What's your name? Like, how old are you? And whatever. Just eating our snacks and things like that. And then we just kept practicing. And then after that, it was time for us to go home. Now, I was still nervous, but I knew it without the words. I knew it without the sheet, so I didn't need the sheet. I knew the choreography, I knew the words, I had it memorized down. So I wasn't as nervous as I was when I first got there. And then we had a next audition, like the second day audition. And then it was the same thing. You memorized the words, the lyrics, you did like exercises, and I can't remember exactly everything, but it was like exercises and memorizing words and things like that. I can't remember exactly everything that it was. But then after that, then that one was like the same time as the first one. Like long wise, like, how do I say it? Like it was the same, like that one was like 2 hours and this one was like 2 hours. And so it was like the same like that. And then it was like the same thing that we did the first day, just like people were able to memorize it. And then I think we did a different song too, I can't remember. I think we did a different song. And then, and they had, on the second day, they had people that were already in their school, that were already in their, that they're already in their thing, that they had them to come up and meet us, and they talked about how long they've been at Tada, and how long they were there, and when they started, and introduced who they were, and how much they like the thing and the shows and plays that they get to do, and how fun it is. And so I'm not gonna lie, that kind of made me want to do it more. Like I want to be in a play, like. But I was looking at some of their like pictures that they had. They went to the White House. They did like a whole bunch of plays. It was really, really, really cool, and it made me want to do it even more. It made me like it made me really put my mind to it. Like I really want to do this. It's something I really want to do. And after that, they had our parents come and dismiss us and things like that. And so the final audition was like a little bit later. It was like a final audition, and they had us all come back. This audition was 5 hours. This was a 5-hour audition process. I was losing my mind. I thought I was gonna die. My mom was like, okay, you'll be there for like 5 hours. I was like, 5 hours? What? Okay. I think I still have my folder in here somewhere. I have to look in my closet. Like the folder that I got when I got in. So, anyways, it was like a 5-hour audition process. They tested us individually, like the types of singing, like how good we can sing, our dancing, like, and they had us come up. This time they had us come up into groups of 4. I think it was like fewer kids this time though. I think it was like fewer kids this time. They had us come up into groups of 4 and do the dance and the song, into groups of 4. And when I went, I was like, I got this. Who are you? Oh, I'm Joey Woods. Who are you? Okay, I got this. I was like, I got this in the bag. That was a lie. I was a nervous wreck because there was all these kids around me and they were like, oh, my mom was in this commercial and my dad was in this commercial, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, okay. I haven't been in any commercials. Okay. And so I just heard, they weren't saying it directly to me, but they were talking to the other kids around them and they were saying what kind of commercials that they were in and what they did and how they did this and that. And I was like, oh my God. But there was this one rude girl, we'll call her Macy. But there was this one girl that was really nice and we were talking and we kind of like not got close, but we kind of like stuck together because we started talking to each other and we got to know each other. And then we'll call her Gabriella. And so me and Gabriella were just talking, and then this girl named the girl Macy, she came up to us, and this was during the final one. And she was like, I'm not letting anyone take my spot. I was like, what? I was triggered. She's like, I'm not letting anyone take my spot. This is my spot. I'm gonna get in. And I was like, okay. Like, I felt so uncomfortable. I didn't even know what to say. But then Gabriella was like, who are you? And I was like, who are you? I was so nervous. I didn't want to cause any kind of trouble or commotion, so I just pretended that I didn't even realize she was there. Like, I didn't say anything to her, and then Gabriella was like, who are you? And then she was like, I'm Macy. And she was real snotty. She was mad rude. I was like, where did you come from? In my head, I was like, where did she come from? And why is she being so rude? I was like, where did she come from? But then, anyway, she left. She went away, and so we continued like talking during our snack break, and so me and her just continued talking during our snack break, and then afterwards they called us back up, and they were like, okay, everyone, like okay, let's try again. And all the groups of 4 went, and then they were doing like things on the piano, like keys, to see how high we could go. And then after that, they had us do different sets of exercises and different group activities during the 5-hour process, and then we were able to go home. And before they sent us home, they had like a speech of what to expect if we did get in, how long. They told us what to expect when we did, like what we could expect when we could get in. They told us about the benefits and more like about the ta-da. So then they sent us home, and I really was so nervous. I was like, what if I don't get in? Like, I'm so scared. Like, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get in. Like, there's so many kids around me who I thought was, I felt they were more talented than me and they deserved it more than I did. I really didn't think that I was gonna get into this school. Like, I did not think I would get into Tada. I was like, I can't. Like, me? So I was really doubting myself. My mom was like, don't doubt yourself, you got this, and even you got this. Like, don't doubt yourself. Like, you'll do fine. Like, you're gonna do good. And she was just trying to keep me positive because I was really kind of being negative. I really didn't think I was gonna get it. My brother was, he just was like, whatever. But like, he also wanted to get into, but he had like that kind of whatever attitude. But he really wanted to get into. I mean, we both wanted to get in. And then I had went away to Massachusetts. I had went away to Massachusetts for like 2 weeks. I was visiting family in Massachusetts. So then I came back, and then when I came back, we had gotten a call from the I forgot what you call him, but his name was Matt, and so he called us and he was like, "Hey, it's Matt from ta-da, whatever." And then my mom was like, "Okay," and he was like, "Can I speak to Joseph?" And I was like, oh my god, I was so scared, I was trembling. He was like, "Can I speak to Joseph?" And then, so, my mom was like, "Okay." So she put me on the phone, and he was like, well, he had talked to my mom first about whether or not, me and my brother got in. And so, when he told my mom first, and then he asked to speak to me. And then he told me that I had gotten in. And I was like, oh my god, I could cry. I was so excited. I was like, me? Like, I got chosen out of all of these talented people. I got picked. And it made me feel really good. It made me not doubt myself and not question whether or not I was talented or whether or not I was good enough as everybody else. It really made me focus on myself, and it made me feel really good to know that I got picked. Like, me. This one. Joseph. Me. I got picked. I was over the moon excited. But he did tell me that my brother did not get in, and not to... He was like, "Your brother, however, didn't get in. Don't make him feel bad. Don't make him feel any kind of way about him not getting in. But we just wanted to congratulate you and let you know that you did get in." But he did say that there were a lot of other 8-year-olds who were auditioning as well. And my brother wasn't one of the ones who had gotten in. But he did tell me not to feel bad. I mean, not to make my brother feel bad, and, you know, not to like shove it in his face that I had gotten in and he didn't get in. But it made me feel really good, and so I was going. I was really excited, and so I went there. And you know, they had like a little party or whatever, and so I went there, and they had like auditions for the Gumball Gang. It was a play that they were doing, and they had like auditions. And they had like a lot of other things. I was going to their Saturday. They had dance classes every Saturday. And so I was going to those. I would go down to Manhattan for my Saturday dance classes and lessons and things like that. And then after that, like a little while later, they had auditions for the Gumball Gang. But I had found out that we were moving to Pennsylvania, and because they did say that even if you move or even if you leave, you can still come back to Tada. You're in until 18. You're in there until you turn 18. So it doesn't matter how long you're gone. You can still go. You can still come back. And obviously, that made me feel pretty good. But I found out we were moving to Pennsylvania, and so in May, we had packed up and we moved out here to Pennsylvania. And so I couldn't keep going to Tada because the commute was just too much. And so I couldn't keep going to Tada. But I'm really, really, really grateful for the experience and being able to be in there and being chosen and being in there as long as I could. It made me feel so good that I was chosen, and I'm so grateful for the experience. It was such a good experience. The people there were so nice. The other kids there were nice, besides Macy, who was complete and utter. She was rude. She was very rude. I was like, who are you? Okay, but anyway, everyone there was just so nice. Both of the owners, they were so nice. It was like their 30th anniversary when I had auditioned. But anyway, it made me feel really good to be chosen. I'm so grateful for the experience, and that is my journey and getting to Tada. It's such a good school. They teach you so much. They're very nice. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and that is how I got into Tada. It's such a good school, such nice people. And yeah, if you guys like today's video, please click that like button and put down in the comment section below if you've ever gotten into any kind of schools or tips that you have for other people or for me or things like that. And down in the comment section below. I thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.